Kanye cuddle guy, not
Please
a
stop saying
message
that.
with warning message guy.
Please stop saying that as well. I please. I don't. I'm Roald. Oh man, and don't subscribe to this message. I'm gonna use my real name for that one because that's what will appear in the court papers. Love language clash. Girlfriend hates morning hugs. You know, care is the small things. When you're young, you look at a lot of you look at a lot of movies and they talk about loving, and it's like you feel a click and then it's there, you know. But as you get older, you realize
Chemistry. They call it chemistry.
chemistry, yeah. But what they forget is that the atom bomb was built on chemistry. So, so, so
Tom
it needs
Bomb. Oh, what's the guy's name? What was his name? They made a
Oppenheimer.
movie about him. Yeah, Oppenheimer. Yeah. Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Yeah. No, man. So, but
Germans have been anyway.
yeah. So the so love language, and when I hear that word, I remember they asked a guy, "What's his love language?" He said English. Another one said French. Because if you don't know what they mean, then yeah, it is what it is. But there are like I guess a couple of love languages. There are five that there are five for sure. I can name three or four. I can never name a fifth. But it's like some people like physical touch, and it's like what you like to receive and what you like to give. So it's
Mm.
become a whole theory. So there's like physical touch, word of affirmation. You have gifts.
The something about action, right? You do someone.
Yeah, let me look it up. I'm trying to. If we're gonna do it, let's do it right. So we have like words of
It's like
affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service. I think that's what you were
action.
referring to,
That's the
and
word.
receiving gifts. And so people will say. So there's a lot of like philosophy and theory behind it. So some people say it's innately in you. Other people will say, it varies. So today it's this, tomorrow it's that. And there's also what you like to give and what you like to receive. So, or at least how you express love by giving and how you would like to receive. So
Who brought this theory in the world?
I don't know who the writer is.
Is it the
Oh,
same writer of Valentine's Day?
I have no clue. It's a guy named Gary Chapman. I'm seeing.
Mm.
But he has like a lot of love
Books.
languages,
He has a lot
books.
of books.
He has a
Okay,
lot.
sounds like marketing to me, but okay, continue.
Yeah. So yeah, but I'm guessing so there are five, and so there's a whole theory that you like to receive the love in a certain way, but you also like to give it in a certain. So maybe
Mm.
if your love language to receive might be quality time, but you express it by with acts of
Yeah,
service.
yeah,
I know
sure.
when I was growing up, KR, when I was growing up, my and I was still studying, I was still at the university. My love language, and it still is quality time, KR, because gifts cost money. In any case,
But that's you're receiving the gift, right?
nah, but it's like give anyway. It's a whole thing. It's a whole
But
anyway.
if I'm receiving the gift
Yeah.
and the gift is act of service, isn't that the same?
If you're
Or is that
receiving,
like act of service is something? Yeah, now I remember. Now I
it's
remember
like
what act of service is.
I think act of
Yeah,
service is
it's
more
not the
like
same.
you want
But I'm
something.
like Kanye. I'm like last week we talked about Kanye,
Yeah. I remember.
the acts of hug,
Yeah.
the hug he wanted. I like hugs. The type of hugs I like.
Yeah. Don't catch a
Anyway,
case. I know that.
I do it consensually. It's not. It's not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but I'm guessing KR. So you have all those love languages thing. To me, it's not like I mean, it's a way of expressing that you want to do something, you like some things, etc.
Mhm.
In the past, they used to say someone is cold and someone is warm, but I guess it changed right now. But any case, the Reddit story goes as follows: I'm not a morning person, the girlfriend is saying, and I feel very upset when I wake up in the mornings. My boyfriend insists on cuddling in the morning and waking me up with cuddles. How dare he? This makes me extremely uncomfortable and puts a damper on physical touch for the rest of the day. I love him. I love him. And I know that his love language is physical touch. But I have tried to nicely tell him that I hate being touched in the morning. However, he gets upset. He gets upset and then does it again the next day or two.
That sounds like a case, but okay.
Don't catch a case. Stay woke.
Oh man.
Maybe I haven't been firm enough, but I feel like it should be pretty clear by now that it upsets me. I even moved to the very edge of the bed,
What is people
push his
doing?
arm away, or push him off. I'm going to repeat that. I even moved to the very edge of the bed, push his arm away, or push him off me. But he continues to try and cuddle a few minutes later. This is making me feel like a huge a-hole because he always seems upset when I quickly get out of bed or get angry. KR, your
They
thoughts?
sound not compatible, but okay. They're trying to force something that's not there. Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? You're not compatible. I mean, that's within 1 minute. I already knew they're not compatible. I don't know what they like of each other, but okay, you're not compatible on this. So maybe you should find a home where you have separate beds.
Yeah. I mean, that. Well, I have another question. I have another question to you.
Yeah.
No one can be like 100% compatible, right? So there's always.
Yeah, that's impossible. Yeah, that's impossible.
Do you
And there are
think?
only trade-offs. One of my mentor always said, "There's only trade-offs.
Yeah.
There are no solutions."
No. Oh, that's a good one, actually. That's a bar. That's a very
Oh,
good one.
in everything, there's only trade-offs. Well, there is no solution.
Was he referring to relationships specifically or in general?
He was talking about relationships, but you can apply it to everything.
Yeah, I do think so. That's a very good one. Nah, but so yeah. So what I was gonna ask you is, do you think that this is
Why do you think I'm that smart? But okay, continue.
You have ChatGPT right there. What I ask myself
Helps
is
as well.
what I
Helps as well.
what I want to say is, oh yeah. So my question to you is the following here. Do you think that having an being incompatible in this area is a deal breaker in itself? Yes or no?
Well, if she's saying this act influences the rest of the day, she just said it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's written down there. So, I mean, if this influences the rest of the day and how you feel about them the rest of the day, and this also screws with his rest of the day, it seems like it's a important part for y'all both. If it doesn't influence the rest of the day for both of them, then it's not a big deal. But if you're saying, I don't want to be touched by him the rest of the day because he's trying to hug me in the morning, that seems like that's a crazy statement.
That's a wild, and
That's what you said, right? Did I heard you incorrectly?
No, you didn't hear me incorrectly. That's what he's saying. But you know what I'm asking myself as well, KR? Because I think this goes deeper. I think she's, you know how they say women will get mad at one thing, but actually it's another thing that's really bothering them.
Mm-hmm.
When I read, if a guy wakes up every morning and cuddles, that means that he doesn't have anything to do, or at least nothing so important to do that he would wake up and go do it. And so maybe maybe she's lashing out on the cuddling, but I think it's more than that. Because KR, I like a good cuddle. I really like just the warmth, right? But when I wake up, I have things to do, and so I don't have the time to do it. But if you don't have anything to do, or maybe there's schedules, maybe he's working like late shifts It could be that he is, for example, working night shifts. Maybe she's working. Maybe he's working night shifts. Maybe he's working in the hospitality sector, for example. And they will start working later. So in the morning, he has all the time to go and cuddle. But maybe I don't think, perhaps it's the cuddling in itself, but perhaps she's thinking, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this, and I need to do that. And so even though I like, for example, hugs, when I have something to do and someone comes and then cuddles, it will bring, I can feel my energy go down. And so I I think that that's probably it. But she's seeing it as the cuddling, or at least that could be it. But if a person tells me, Kia, that she doesn't like cuddles, period, without like an excuse like this or a reason like this, to me that's a deal breaker, because I need to be feeling your warmth, and I know you're cuddling someone. So if it's not me, then who the hell is Juan?
At the end of the day, I think this is like sending someone. I think the frequency bothers her. I think it's the frequency. Yeah, it's like sending someone a good morning message every day when you're dating.
Yeah, when you're dating, that's a no-go, man. I heard.
This is the same stuff. This is probably the same in the same category. Like at a certain point, you ask yourself, "Dude, come on."
Yeah.
Or her, that in that case. Yeah, I've never sent someone more than twice a good morning message. But
yeah.
Maybe I'm not a. Well, I'm more like a guy, not a message, good morning message guy.
Please stop saying that as well. Please, I don't. I'm Roald. Oh man, and don't subscribe to this message. I'm gonna use my real name for that one, because that's what will appear in the court papers. I'm not.
Yo,